Mr. Hyunwoo,
Yeah?
I think you are very gifted with languages. So how many do you speak?
Korean, English, I can speak Japanese. 韓国語を普通に喋られる人3人が集まるというのはなんか珍しいんで French.
Merci, merci. Et en fait, il y a beaucoup de Coréens qui utilisent le site web, notre site web.
And I can travel and translate for my family in Spanish and Chinese.
Me gusta mucho aprender idiomas extranjeros, entonces estoy también estudiando español.
你为什么在韩国？我在韩国工作。你做什么样的工作？我是西班牙语的老师。
Cool.
I wouldn't consider my Spanish and Chinese as fluent as my other languages.
You ever get confused with all these languages that you're speaking?
Sometimes, once I have a good 30-minute conversation with somebody, I'm not confused anymore. But when I'm switching back and forth, for example, I would say like really random Korean words in Japanese. So yeah, stuff like that does happen. But yeah, after a while, it gets better.
Do you think dating somebody who speaks the language that you want to learn is a good method for learning languages?
It is a good method. It definitely helps, but I don't think you should date someone like
Just-
solely for the purpose of improving your foreign language.
Okay.
And I have a lot of international couples around me, either dating or already married with kids. But one trend that I always repeatedly see is only one person in the couple gets really good at the other language.
Yeah.
I've never seen a couple that grew equally in their language learning.
So, what do you think are the worst methods for learning language?
Whenever you are always going for fun methods
Okay.
to learn languages, you are prone to failure.
Okay, what's a
Very
fun
easy.
method?
I mean, if you only want to learn with movies, if you only want to learn through free language exchange meetups where you don't have to sit in a classroom,
Right.
or if you only want to learn through gamification apps and things like that, you are ignoring this huge, really important aspect of language learning, which is training. I guess the only reason my English and my Korean and Japanese are much better than my Spanish and Chinese is just the pure difference in the hours that I put into each language. If you just go for fun, when are you going to train?
It's like everybody wants to have big muscles, but nobody wants to go to the gym.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you think the hardest language for you to learn was?
For me, it was definitely German. But the main reason was that all the German people that I knew when I was trying to learn German already spoke either really good English or really good French.
Yeah.
There was no motivation for me. There's no reason for me to even spend 1 minute with this language.
I always feel like it was Sweden, Netherlands, Germany, like a lot of these countries, a lot of the people, most of the people there speak English so well.
Yeah. So
There's no need to learn
of course.
language.
Why are we even wasting our energy? We could just converse in English. I have a lot of good German friends, and they are like absolutely just perfectly fluent in
It's
English.
just like, what do you think is the best good tip for people?
So you gotta have things you want to say. If you don't have a strong urge to say certain things, no matter how many hours you put into studying with one class, one course, nothing's gonna matter. Maybe you can keep a journal.
Okay.
And if you don't want to keep a journal, hit up social media.
Hit it up.
Yeah, and then talk to people online who speak that language. Maybe write comments on a post by a famous celebrity who speaks that language. Maybe practice your Spanish, practice your Russian, things like that. So you gotta have things you want to say.
That was excellent.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. And please subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.